Hey, this is John Shen. I'm the CEO of Geoteaming. I'm here at Training Magazine 2019, and I'm here with this amazing guy, Joseph Barrone. Joseph, what's up?
Hey, I'm glad to be here with you, John. It was an amazing event that you ran last night. The orientation and getting to meet everyone. It's really great. I made some really nice connections.
Oh.
Really good connections. I hooked up with a person from Arkansas,
Yeah.
I believe it was, no, Alabama, sorry.
Yeah.
And we've started to become actually friends, much more than just, I know your business, you know my business. We started talking. He's giving me actually some really good advice because I'm interested in striking out on my own, and he gives some really good advice about podcasting.
Podcasting.
Yes.
Interesting. You would be a great podcaster.
Well, thank you, John.
So,
Thank you.
see, now, Joseph's claim to fame is that we did the Harry Met Sally mission at one of the hidden massage chairs here, and what did you say?
I said, hey, I couldn't do the same thing because we're not at Katz's Delicatessen. You have to be at Katz's to actually do the whole screaming part.
So, what's your best? What's your best New York classic line? That's what I want to hear.
Forget about it. What, are you stupid or something?
I love that we were sitting in the booth eating lunch on the floor, and he's like, "Get up,
Are you stupid or something?"
Yeah, get up.
I can say that, can't I?
Yeah, you can say
Okay.
that. Yeah, you're from New York.
I can say a lot of other things, but we've got to keep it clean.
Keep it clean. NSF, whatever. Okay, fine. So, anyways, Joseph right now is doing amazing work with the World Bank. So, some of the stuff I didn't really know how this worked, and some of the stuff is literally life-changing project, I think. Is that how you would describe it?
That's correct. Our job is to make loans to governments to move them out of being the third world into the first world. We don't just simply, let's say, build a road.
Yeah.
We also look at helping them, helping the government to maintain that road in the long term. We may build marketplaces in the road. We may look at where is the clinics, we should put clinics down the road. So it's kind of a holistic approach, not just simply build a road and we walk away, like we did many, many years ago. Today it's a much more holistic approach.
Now, I heard one of the coolest projects you worked on was was a bullet train in Japan?
So the World Bank were one of the financiers for the bullet train in Japan. Can you believe that? After all these years. And there are lots of other fantastic ones, whether it be we did a project in Peru in which we set up video conferencing for the court system so that people didn't have to travel hours upon hours upon hours to get to court. They could go to a closer court, maybe traveling an hour or two. The judge would be on one side, high-speed fax machines. This was a 90s project, but it was very cutting edge at the time.
Well, that's really cool. And again, things like that. I heard a story once about a guy who was selling fax machines, and he sold them to the oil rig platforms because the transportation of documents was happening by helicopter at the time for the daily report. And they got rid of that whole thing, and that's how this guy was the top salesman for fax machines.
That's
right?
cool. That's a great idea.
So anyway, so you've done stuff with the World Bank. Oh, so it's so great. You saw that I got a chance to talk with people from Saudi Arabia earlier. And how many countries you said you got to visit?
I've had the opportunity over the last 28 years to visit 22 different countries. Everyone from Vietnam to Egypt to Ghana. So it's been a great experience.
To Alabama.
And not yet to Alabama, but we'll get there one day.
We're going to get there. Oh my God. So out of all those 22 countries, what's the most memorable, unexpected experience that you've had?
I think the most memorable and unexpected, there are a couple, but I think Nepal was very cool. I didn't expect to do training. They put me in to do training. I was there for a week. I got into the top floor, and outside the conference room where I was doing the training was a balcony, and you go out, and right there were the Himalaya mountains.
Oh.
And in the morning you would walk out and you would see them crystal clear overlooking the city of Kathmandu.
Oh.
And then you had to try to go out in the morning because in the afternoon the cloud cover came in and blocked all the mountains. I think that's probably, of all the locations, that was probably the coolest location that I've ever been to. But for me, the best is always when you go down and done the training over the years, and if people come back into headquarters and you'll stop and they'll see you, or they'll write to you and say, Joe, I can't thank you enough for all the help you gave me. I learned so much. You've saved me so much time and helped me to do my job much more efficiently. That's really the payback. When you hear those stories and they come back and tell you that, and it's not just a month or two, but sometimes 8, 9, 10 years later, they come back and say, It was so great. I really appreciate all your help. You're just so great.
And look, like, here's the key piece. How much did that cost for that person to say that?
It cost absolutely nothing, and it meant so much to me. It truly did. It was just like receiving $1 million in gold. Just here it is, Joe. Just those words of saying thank you, and I appreciate it.
So remember that if you're working with trainers and educators, while they take a paycheck, the thing they care most about is that acknowledgement. Just say thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, the last thing I want to talk about is those mountains, which is really, I don't know if you know this, but I have 5 attempts on Mount Rainier and 3 summits, and 1 on Denali.
Wow, how cool is that?
I have seen like that kind of Himalayan range, but from the top from those locations.
That's so cool.
So, well, I have 2 more things to talk about. So you're now heading in a new direction soon. Okay, so what do you think is going to happen? Because it's kind of the unknown, right?
It is the unknown, but I'm truly looking forward to it. I'm looking at it as a whole new opportunity for me, a chance to try something new, something different, to interact and work with new people. So this is not a setback for me. It is a whole new experience, a whole new adventure. A whole new adventure. The adventure begins.
Well, cool. Well, my last question for today then is around Training Magazine, right? Which is, you know, people are like, I've been in the industry 20 years. I don't need to go to this conference anymore, right? What would you tell them?
I tell them I think it's a great opportunity to come. If you can't come every year, then come maybe every other year or every 3rd year, because there's so much to learn here. First, the vendors.
Yeah.
And this is not in any particular order. You have the vendors, you have the sessions, and then you have the meeting of people like John here. You get to meet with them, you get to converse with them, talk to them, pick their brains, they pick your brains, and sharing is the most important thing, that networking capability. So I recommend everyone should be coming on a regular basis. We know budgets don't do for every year, but even every 2nd or 3rd year, come. It's a great experience.
Training Magazine, once every 3 years, once every 2 years, once every year. It's all a safe prescription for you. Cool. Joseph, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, John. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure meeting with you, pleasure being part of your program yesterday, and I look forward to a much longer-term relationship.
Oh, well, me too, and I only got 3 more words for this audience. Forget about it.
Hey.
We'll see you next time.